We began our practice about 3.5 years ago in 2018-2019. Initially, when we started, we had about 80 to 90% of the patients derived from my old practice when I transferred my patient population over to my new practice. So initially, when we started Cellaxys in this particular practice, it was about 90% organic growth. Over the last 3.5 years, though, Meros Media has shifted that to about 70 to 80% market-driven patient population at this point in time. So I'd say about 70 to 80% of our patients are actually obtained through Meros Media's work.
The biggest strengths that we see in Meros' team here at Cellaxys is their ability to produce results for us. We've been interested in getting our client population increased, and they've been instrumental in providing that for us.
I think it's important that we had a good working relationship with Meros Media when COVID struck. Since this is something no one has ever gone through before, we did not have a marketing or a business template to follow. And if we had not had that good working relationship, I believe our company would have gone out of business.
Meros' team is composed of a number of different elements. Most importantly, Meros Media focuses on video clips, blogs, vlogs with a V, and social media marketing. Basically, it's all the stuff that physicians don't do anymore, or if you're a little older and over 40 years old, you typically don't have much experience with it. So basically, they've condensed all of that 5 to 10 years of getting to know us as physicians and building a trust and a rapport with them into online data and online videos.
We started working with Cellaxys back in 2019 when they were just getting started. At the time, almost all of their patients followed the doctors from their old practices to the Cellaxys office. Our initial goal with Cellaxys was to put something between 10 to 15 patients on their schedule. Now, almost 4 years later, we put about 80 to 100 patients on Cellaxys' schedule per month.
So one of the things that you struggle with a cash-based private practice is obtaining the appropriate patient population, both from a socioeconomic standpoint and from a standpoint of the actual injury or the procedure that you can perform, whether it be cosmetic, orthopedic, spinal, et cetera, et cetera. What Meros Media has specifically done is they're able to target market and also include something called geofencing, where basically they take this big population of patients that's sitting out there that may or may not be right for your practice, and condense it and specifically market to the patient population that is what you're looking for. I think that's been one of the most important strengths that Meros Media has added to our practice.
Over the last few years, we've built their brands, established them as high authority in their market. They actually rank the first place on Google for the most relevant keywords and get over 90,000 organic visitors on their website per month. And through our advertising efforts, we have doubled their business in the last 3 years.
I believe our biggest struggle early on in our practice was finding potential customers, converting those customers, and utilizing a software system to track them so we knew what our success rate was. An important strategy that Meros Media and our company utilized was their ability to help us train our staff to fully utilize Salesforce, and also to train our staff on how to interact with potential customers and to convert them into sales.
Through our work with Cellaxys and other cash-based clinics, we have tried a lot of different marketing channels or advertising campaigns, and we have learned how to really maximize our clients' return on ad spend and overall marketing spend. We take a lot of pride in helping businesses like Cellaxys, who are just getting started or barely breaking even, become successful, thriving clinics who can then later help tons of patients live a higher quality of life.